Hello traders, on vacation right now, but that does not stop the Bitcoin trading challenge YouTube from rolling. So rolling on we are. Today, you and I are looking at the Bitcoin rich list. And what we're looking at specifically is the top 100 richest Bitcoin addresses and specifically the actions of these addresses. Some of these addresses are so large that you see that the largest Bitcoin address right here owns 1.41% of all Bitcoin. This is $1.8 billion. And when we look at the deposits and withdrawals of these large whales or exchanges or companies or investors, we can find an edge. Specifically, when we see a large deposit onto a cold wallet, that is typically bullish. The reason that's bullish is remember that a cold wallet is a wallet that is not connected to the internet. A hot wallet is a wallet that is connected to the internet. A hot wallet we can trade on, and a cold wallet you cannot trade on because it is not connected to the internet. Typically, when traders and investors put coins onto cold wallets, they're holding that for a long time, or they're just holding it because they're bullish and they want it somewhere safe. When I see a large deposit into a cold wallet, I mark that as typically bullish. When I see a large withdrawal onto a cold wallet, especially if I see a withdrawal from a cold wallet to a hot wallet, that's typically pretty bearish. You know, if I saw $100 million worth of Bitcoin getting pulled out of a cold wallet and getting put on to a hot wallet of an exchange, that's a potential sign that $100 million could be sold off. Potential sign, which could give you the possibility of shorting before that sell is made. All right, let's get into the fun of these wallets. The fun and the funds. Okay, no puns. I typically don't make puns because I just, no. Okay. No puns today, but plenty of addresses and plenty of money flow. So what you could first do, I want to introduce you guys to BitInfo Charts. This is a really helpful blockchain website where I could look at all of the transactions, such as on the UOB cold wallet. I could go to all transactions on the Bitfinex cold wallet, and look at that. We can see the balance of Bitcoin over time in blue, and you can see them all here. Hey, what addresses are these included in? These guys. Okay, now let's say I wanted to get the Binance cold wallet. Well, that guy is right down here. And I can see all of the Binance deposits and withdrawals, not on the exchange, guys, but on the cold wallets of Binance. And you can see them here. Now let's get into specifically how we can trade off of this. Let's look at the biggest address, the largest address that's 1.41% of all coins. And let's go see really when these large deposits and withdrawals were made. We saw a pretty large deposit on June 4th into a cold wallet. That's typically pretty bullish because when I see a balance in Bitcoin from 34,000 Bitcoin, that's already insane, to 151,000 Bitcoin, that's telling me that a large trader, investor, or a company is putting a lot of money into Bitcoin. That's quite bullish to me. We're going from $267 million here up to $1.18 billion. Now, what we see here is this occurred in early June, June 4th. June 4th, 2019. Yeah, 2019, as you can see here. Now, June 4th, 2019 was here. We can see that actually had occurred right before the large uptrend, right on a retracement right there. And price ended up going up about 75%. And we can see others were added right here in the late stage of 2019, especially in late November, mid-November. Now, late November, mid-November was around here. We can see that there was a decent amount of Bitcoin added. However, it wasn't as steep as the increase from here to here, or even the increase from here to here was quite large as well, where it more than doubled May 24th, as you can see here, 524. So really what you can do is you can look at these cold wallets, UOB, Bitfinex, Binance, and all these other cold wallets on the blockchain. And typically when I see large deposits onto these cold wallets, I'm going to mark that as potentially quite bearish. Now, when I see large withdrawals on these wallets, that's typically, to me, going to be quite bearish. Oh, this one's a beauty. I mean, we can see here this large withdrawal from this cold wallet. When did it occur? Here. Early November. This one occurred November 5th. So November 5th, this would be quite bearish. Yeah, November 5th was here, right before the drop. You can see what a trader investor had done is we went from a balance of 179,000 Bitcoin down to 69,000 Bitcoin. So that was quite the decrease in Bitcoin from a cold wallet. Now, we can actually see where that transaction had occurred. That was a withdrawal of 110,572 Bitcoin. And wow, that's $1 billion taken out of a cold wallet. That's insanely bearish to me. Very, very bearish to me. And price did fall November 5th. We also see a large decrease in late June, right? We see 528 to 529. So what happened June 29th? Well, June 29th was here. June 29th was right here. So at this point in time, a large withdrawal had occurred, and they probably sold, as you can see, and price fell. Even in the short term, had they just withdrawn to a hot wallet and sold right away, price fell like 22%. So this is one thing that you can do to really find an edge in Bitcoin and really find when a large amount of Bitcoin is about to be bought or a large amount of Bitcoin is going to be sold by looking at the cold wallet data. You're free to peruse this entire data stream because it is all free, and I will also share the URL in my YouTube video as well. With that, happy trading. I hope you guys enjoyed this short little snippet into the blockchain and how we can trade off of blockchain data. With that, happy trading. You can go check out my website. You can go check out my ebooks and my learning course for more information if you want to learn more about trading. With that, happy trading.